Hey, hi there. Hi there. This is George Wachiuri, your storyteller. And I like these episodes because I get a lot of testimonies, people listening to these stories, and they are picking something, they are learning something, they are getting encouraged. And today I just wanted to share with you something very interesting. Not very interesting, something that was very stressful and depressing. And this is a COVID-19, you know. And I remember very well when we used to hear about COVID, and we thought COVID is in China. And we thought it was too far until the time the first case was reported in Kenya. And we did not know that it's going to affect us, businesses, families, association the way it did. And I remember government announcing that they are shutting down, the crackdown, that people could not move. And it was very stressful because we have teams, we have companies running. And I remember looking at my team members. Other people call them staff, we call them partners, And I remember one evening we had a meeting on what to do with the COVID. And when we were in a meeting, leadership meeting, one of the managers coughed. And I saw everybody run away. People ran away. I knew for sure this thing is real. Walikimbia. And that's the time we thought, wow, I think we need to close down the Optiven group operations. When I mean Optiven group, is real estate and others. And that evening we shut down and we told every single person to go home until further notice as we were waiting for government instructions. That was day one. Day two, I also heard that the people working in our restaurant in Karen, they were equally very worried. So we went there and we told them, now we have no choice but to close down until further notice. And for me, it was very stressful because remember, at the end of the day, you have to pay salaries, you have to pay taxes, you have loans you are paying. And I went home and I had a headache. And I was wondering, what do I do with all these people? As if that was not enough. The third day, I also got a call from another facility we have in Kitengela, the GMC Fun Park. And the people also wanted to go home because everybody was fearing. And we came to GMC, where we are now, we closed, and people went home. I also went home, and I had another terrible headache. What next? What is going to happen? The fourth day, the Panarotis also called in. People want to go home. So for 4 days, it was day one stress, day two stress, day three stress, day four headache. I think that was the toughest time for me as a business person. It was the toughest time for me as an entrepreneur. But when I went home, we were thinking, now people are home. We are also home. What do we do with these people? And that one time I was just praying and asking God, what do we do with these over 400 people working for Optiven Group? And an idea just came. Pop! The idea just dropped. What if we start motivating these people and praying together on Zoom? That's the time the Zoom was becoming very popular. And I called the other leaders and I told them, why can't we be doing a Zoom in the morning? We encourage people. We pray for people. Those who have got COVID, we also pray for them. And that idea worked so well because every morning we were praying, And then later on, an idea also came and graduated and said, what if we work from home? And I remember started taking customers to our projects, and we tell them, take yourself to the project. And we stationed a few people in the project, and that strategy worked so well for us, and we continued and moved. Somehow the idea peaked, and the people stayed in the houses. They got bored, so they were calling us, hey, by the way, where is Victory Gardens? You see a whole family coming to Victory Gardens. Where is Amanridge? A whole family coming to Amanridge. Where is Garden of Joy? A whole family. And then our businesses started coming up. People started saying, realizing that you require a home. You need a home when things were tough. And for the first time, we saw our sales go up during COVID. And what happens? Instead of retrenching, a thought came, what if we add our staff, we call them partners, and we were able to hire another 200 people. That means over COVID, we created 200 positions. And how comes instead of going down, because other companies were shutting down, other companies were firing, and some of them have never even rehired. People are fired and they are home. Yet Optiven, we continued hiring over COVID. And I discovered that there's something I call thinking differently. For us in Optiven, we just thought differently. Instead of crying, instead of waiting, instead of complaining, we changed our thoughts and say, what if we start encouraging these people? What if we encourage our customers to come and drive themselves to our projects? And that was a game changer. And right now we thank God that COVID has gone down, but the same thoughts of thinking differently have enabled George Wachiuri, has enabled leadership at Optiven, has enabled our customers to go from one level to the next. And I have discovered that when challenges come, don't be among the 98% of the people who complain. Don't be among the majority who says things are bad. You know, we are struggling. Change the language. Say, we are thriving. We are making it. We are going to climb this mountain. We are going to face these challenges. And that's the mentor. That's the slogan for Optiven. And that's why we say inspiring possibilities. Even where we don't see possibilities, we inspire new possibilities. And that was a game changer for Optiven. And that's how we are able to cope with COVID. And we cannot complain. Nobody lost a job. In any case, we increased opportunities for others. And I'm happy that people out there, you can be like Optiven, that when the challenges come, think in the opposite. And once you do that, the opportunities will come. That's my short story about the COVID experience. It was tough, it was difficult, but later on, it was a reason to celebrate. And we are happy that by the mercies of God, now COVID has gone down and the whole world is coming back to normal, and we don't take it for granted. Today was an interesting story, just to tell you of my experience, and maybe you have picked something. You may be undergoing some challenges out there. Think the opposite. Think different. Turn it around. And you never know. When the challenges come to open opportunities. When things are not working out, you can be able to go through those things and discover something else. So God bless you, your storyteller, George Wachiuri. Remember to subscribe and put your comment right there. Maybe you can tell me, how did you cope with COVID? Tell your story under the comments, and I'm going to read it. And who knows, I may give you a call. God bless you.